Yeah, man, she's been on the peripheral for a while, but she hasn't really gotten her chance like that. I mean, yeah, she got a call up last time, before the qualifiers. I believe we were playing a few friendlies or whatever. And we didn't really get to see her much. And this time around, she didn't even get called up at all, which I think was a mistake because it would have been nice to have another midfielder. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Corner Flag. And you are here with your favorite host, Cesane, and we are bringing back our top 5 lists. And in today's video, what I've got for you is our top 5 Banyana players who do play their trade overseas. And yeah, I'm really excited to talk to you about this because we have had an explosion of girls who've improved their careers, have started playing abroad. We have more star power right now, and if you're talking female football or women's football, we could be counted as top 3, somewhere between the top 3 of women's football nations in Africa. So something to be proud of, definitely. And if it is your first time here, please do not forget to share, subscribe, and like the video. We are, of course, on our road to 500, and I'm appreciating all of you guys who've been subscribing, man. I'm definitely peeping that, so thank you so much. But we definitely have to keep it going, so definitely don't forget to subscribe to today's video. But we are going to go ahead and not waste any more time. Let's start over with number 5, and at number 5, of course, we do have the breadwinner, Hilda Magaia. And Hilda has been an ever-present and a growing figure in the Banyana side. Plays on the wing, of course, and was an instrumental part in the WAFCON when we won it, and also when we did play in the Olympics last time around. Unfortunately, we did lose to Nigeria and we won't be going to the Olympics this time around, but I definitely do think that we should still be proud of our girls. They definitely did a magnificent job. And going on to number 4, we will be looking at the breadwinner's teammate, and that is, of course, Cesane, who plays a triad for Mazatlan out in Mexico alongside Hilda Magaia. Actually, I think they traveled at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. So they've been taking the league by storm, have been scoring plenty, and they're always the first names on the team sheet whenever they play together. So it's been great to see, our dances being done out there in Mexico, and our girls out here, teaching them how to say "Oza" out here in Mexican, or in Spanish, that is. So yeah, I think we're very, very proud of those ladies, and yeah, let's just keep them. It's exciting to see what they've been doing at their club, and hopefully they can definitely keep it going. And we are going to go over to our number 3 on our pick, and that is, of course, our captain, and that is Rafula Jane. And yeah, she's also been an ever-present figure in the Banyana lineup. Has been the captain for a really long time. Very, very solid midfielder as she is. And she's been deployed in that position alongside Linda Motlhalo when we were playing in our Olympic qualifiers, of course. And she does play her trade out for Sassuolo out in Italy, and she played for AC Milan before that. So majority of her career, she did play overseas in Italy. And she's been great over there, man. Consistent, and the league knows all about her. So I think we are very, very fortunate to have such a wonderful player. And we are going to go over to our second player, going over to number 2, of course. And for number 2, we will be looking at our player who is, of course, Jermaine Seopo. And Jermaine is an absolute beast. She has had a stellar career. Played all over the place. In fact, she's played out in Portugal. Played for the same team as Cabo Melogo Risang out in Braga. And then she went over to... I think she played in America for a little while, didn't she? Yeah, she's had an illustrious career, actually. Jermaine has traveled around quite a bit. So she traveled to, she went to America, and then after that, now she's at Monterrey out in Mexico. And she's one of, our quartet there, our fourth girl who plays out in Mexico. And she's been doing really, really well, banging in the goals, of course. And Jermaine, we always know the confidence that she has, so it's always been a pleasure to see her do her. I love that celebration, but she does really, really good at that. And yeah, that brings us to number 2. And so before we go over to number 1, I would like us to have our our honorary picks for this one. We weren't making it a top 5, but there's more than 5 people, unfortunately, right? So we're gonna have to have our honorable mentions for this one. And our first one, of course, is Faith Nokuthula, and Faith Nokuthula plays out in England for Blackburn Rovers. Yeah, man, you know, she's been on the peripheral for a while, but she hasn't really gotten her chance like that. I mean, yeah, she got a call up last time before the qualifiers. I believe we were playing a few friendlies or whatever, and we didn't really get to see her much. And this time around, she didn't even get called up at all, which I think was a mistake, because it would have been nice to have another midfielder. You know, I did think that one of the things that cost us in the Olympic qualifiers was the fact that we were playing with 2 midfielders in the middle, and it was a little bit too much for Linda Motlhalo and Jane to do alone. So it would have been nice to have somebody like maybe Faith and Jane in the middle, and then you have like Linda Motlhalo up front, who's helping out our strikers in the form of Seopo, Kgatlana, and Hilda Magaia or Cesane, whoever it is that they decide to deploy on that day. So yeah, I think that is our first honorable mention. And for our second honorable mention, of course, I don't even think we should call it an honorable mention, because she's such a big star and we've mentioned her so many times on this video already, and that of course is Linda Motlhalo. And Linda has also has had a fantastic career, fantastic player as well. Great number 10, very creative, great technical ability on the ball as well. And she's had a stellar career, also played out in Scotland, and then now she's of course playing for Racing Louisville. Ironically, that's the team that Thembi Kgatlana used to play for, but they're not there at the same time. Literally, it's like when Kgatlana left, then Thembi was brought in. So yeah, hopefully they're treating her well there, but she is doing an excellent job. And she is actually the teammate of Kanu, who she played against for the Nigerian women's team. So yeah, we're very proud of our Linda. And yeah, our number 10, man, our number 10, we love her a lot. And now for our number 1 pick, for our number 1, are these in order? These aren't necessarily in order, man. So, you know, these aren't in order. These are just our players who play abroad. But our number 1 pick, of course, is Thembi Kgatlana. And Thembi, we all know Thembi, bro. We all know Thembi. We all know her abilities. She, as a fighter, has had a few injuries, you know, and before she left Louisville, when she got to Louisville, of course, Linda Motlhalo's current team, she had an injury, one that, you know, kept her off for almost a year. She came back and she's even better than ever, almost like she never got injured. And she's been great, doing great for Tigres, her team that she plays for in Mexico. As I did say, she played for Racing Louisville before that, and she's had a stellar career. Played for Atletico Madrid, played in Portugal, China, Australia as well. So she's well traveled. You know, Thembi Kgatlana is well traveled. Also won our African Footballer of the Year award the same time as Mo Salah. Can't really remember what year that was. Was that like 2016 or whatever? But the same year that Salah won his African Player Football of the Year, Thembi won the same award on the same night. So I think that really talks about her ability and what she's able to do. Possibly one of the best, female players on the African continent. And I'm not just saying that because I'm South African. You know, she really is good like that. But yeah, this brings us to the end of our video for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If there are any players that you feel like I missed, please don't forget to mention them in the comments. You can talk to me, man. Talk to me. But apart from that, it was really nice to see you all. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the video as well. I would love to see you again next time. But until then, I'll see you in the next video of The Corner Flag.